my fucking Christ, do not play Recoil. Don't get it. This is an unusual gameplay video for my usual stuff, what I do. Because I didn't actually... I'm not talking while I record. I was playing it, and it was so fuck awful. I had Shadowplay running. I said, I've got to get a record of this. What you're seeing is me attempting to play Recoil, but with some sort of input lag, to where I am most of the time unable to move. This has been fairly typical of my experience with Recoil so far. There are many flavours of lag. Pick your favourite. This one, wow, this one is definitely up there. It's just movement. I can look around fine, but the moving is a real issue. Yeah, it's not very good. If you think it's frustrating to watch, imagine trying to play it. I mean, Stodgy doesn't even begin to describe it. Basically, I'm lucky to get a few seconds of movement, then it stops, then movement, then stops. Sometimes it'll not register any controls, and then throw them all at you in sequence. So if I'm hammering, I mean, obviously I'm not recording while I talk. If I was, you'd hear me hammering the keyboard in frustration, trying to get stuff done. And sometimes you'll see in the video where it will queue up my commands and then just do them in one go. And I'll just suddenly start jumping up and down or crouching and then moving. And it's a shame. It's amazing I'm getting any kills. I score a good couple in this game. I shouldn't be getting those. I don't know how I got them. I can't move most of the time. Really can't defend myself in any efficient way. Yeah, as you can see here, this is me just really struggling to get anywhere with this. At times, I just kind of give up moving.
We're in the lead. We're in the lead. Now let's finish.
I mean, just... I'm sure you can tell, even without the lag issues, it's not a good game. I mean, it looks basic, and as far as the gameplay goes, it's any shooter. Like, it's just any multiplayer shooter. I don't know how this stuff gets on Steam or any storefront and is allowed to be sold. I mean, god damn, Steam needs some quality control. I mean, we've had this, we had that Geyser the Werewolf recently, which just, again, games that really are in no condition to be sold. I mean, it's bad enough when AAA game publishers produce this shit, but this stuff... Oh, we got some movement there. Let's say it's a nice rare treat when you get to see it actually move. I mean, I'm just letting it speak for itself. But rest assured, almost any point where I'm not moving, I am still trying to move. And that should give you a somewhat solid idea of what we're dealing with. This old MD, the Cupid Saint, kills me quite a few times in this game. Good for him. I mean, good for anyone who can deal with this. The game before this was a more traditional kind of lag, where basically everyone was stuttering around and everything, and just shunting forward suddenly, you know. Just the usual kind of lag you expect. This one is this was just an unusual one. Yeah, there we go. The Cupid Saint got me again. It's a shame. Like I said, I don't even know how I get to survive as long as I'm surviving with essentially a crippled character. I mean, I was gonna do a lot more responsive commentary, but even the recording's running like utter shit, unusually, in my editor. And there's just another kill, which again, because I can't strafe, I can't do much of anything. But I must say, I was particularly proud of my performance with this particular run here. To be able to get a triple kill just with my issues, it doesn't last. If you're wondering, I don't manage to do much better in a single go. I actually hope the recording turned out okay, because I say it's running a bit like shit. In fact, the whole computer started running a bit poorly as soon as I started this fucking game and got out of it. God knows what it's done to my system. But I mean, really, the quality of stuff that's being put on Steam at the moment is inexcusable, I think. Oh yeah, this is where it got particularly bad, actually. I was really struggling to get out of this room. Again, like, you can't hear it because obviously I just recorded raw footage. Oh, that was where I was testing the fact that the viewing worked fine. It was moving that wouldn't work. But yeah, like, you can't hear it. Look, throughout all this, you should be hearing just tap, tap, tap as I'm trying to just go. Please, for the love of God, move. And my freedom is short-lived. I get out there and MD the Cupid Saint gets me again, my old friend. That's a joke. Again, that was me. Again, I couldn't move. I was trying to move in that area, but couldn't. Half the time, I just felt like a turret. I'd contemplated just planting wherever I was, not even trying to move. Again, I was just sheer frustration, moving around as best I can. But yeah, I'd have had a better time, I think, just planting myself in the middle of the arena like a gun turret and just trying to shoot as best I could. For those interested, I will be reviewing this on at The Escapist, escapistmagazine.com. Don't expect a glowing review. At the moment, I'm finding it difficult to review, not because it's especially difficult to play through or talk about. It's a disgusting experience. So far in my admittedly brief so far, but I think this video is saying enough. Incidentally, when the match started, I wasn't recording when the match started, but I was holding this gun that I have here, and next to that gun, floating, sort of half through it, was what was clearly what looked like a textureless version of that gun, just kind of hovering out to the side. It was unusual. I got a screen grab of it, obviously. I'll probably flash that up around about here. It's a shame. It's a shame, this game. I don't know what that bleeping was. I don't know if that came through. Is that on the recording or on the computer? I think that's on the recording. If that's heard, I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of bleeping. It might come through on the recording. I don't know. I'll have to find out after when I've done talking. I was probably just randomly pressing buttons on the keyboard trying to find other things to do. But we're coming towards the end. I mean, I saw the match through to its grisly conclusion. And it was more or less just more of the same. There was a nice little bit where I was just bunny hopping the whole time. Because that seemed to do a better job of moving. But, yeah. I said, I get killed a lot, but considering what was working against me, I shouldn't have even have done that well. I'll claim it's because I'm really skillful. So that's Recoil, anyway. Probably because you'll recoil in horror. But